Hello everyone, my name is Axel Fernandez and today I will be introducing the concept of 3D printing to you. What is 3D printing? Will be the first question that we'll be addressing today. 3D printing is an additive manufacturing process in which we use a three-dimensional file that's on your computer to be able to prepare a three-dimensional object layer by layer. 3D printing as a technology has existed for more than 30 years. We have not been able to access it due to patents that have expired in the last few years. A lot of companies in the world are able to manufacture 3D printers that are affordable and cost effective, and we can bring it to you. So let me just say, welcome to the revolution. Now we're going to talk about where it's actually used. We have defined 3D printing into three major segments. We have the education, manufacturing, and medical segments. We are going to go step by step and discover each and every segment and talk about it. So I have divided education into the most easily accessible streams, that's STEM. We're going to talk about science, technology, engineering, and math. Let's start off with science. If you're studying about the world, you're studying about bones, you need to have material, you need to have access to be able to see different type of plants and animals, basically organisms, right? So I'll give you an example. I'm holding a floral pattern over here. This doubles as a great desktop piece and also as a great study material. You could see how plants were today, yesterday, or even a billion years ago, depending on just a 3D file and 3D printed, and you could study it. Technology develops if we give students the ability to design and iterate the design over multiple times. Engineering eventually comes about when these designs are manufactured using the 3D printer, used in day-to-day applications, and then tried and tested. Mathematics, the culmination of having to design, produce and manufacture their products would eventually give them a greater mathematical and analytical skills, right? So the next industry that we're going to talk about is manufacturing, the traditional industry. Small scale manufacturers such as artists, sculptors, small machine designers, and a plethora of industries have been given a great tool here by 3D printing. Okay, 3D printing gives them an access to precise manufacturing without having to invest in very expensive tools. In modern industries, the overall cost for research and development is dropped due to 3D printing, and also the total overall time for a product to reach the market is considerably dropped. Let's talk about the last industry. We have the medical industry. In the medical industry, 3D printing is extensively used for surgical planning, and in major industries like orthopedics and dental. I'm holding up a model over here. This is a skull of a deceased man, and it gives an access to a doctor to all the diseased areas of the patient, and eventually helps doctors make better decisions while performing surgeries, right? So the overall percentage for the success is increased due to 3D printing. Right. Thank you.
Good day everyone, this is SolidWorks 2016 and today we are going to learn how to design a visiting card. This SolidWorks software is basically used for 3D designing, and this is the basic first step for our 3D printers. So first we open new, go to part and click OK. Now we have a new document. In order to sketch, first of all we click sketch and select a plane. We'll select the front plane and draw a rectangle. We give it dimensions of 50 by 20 mm. Make this rectangle into a 3D file. And now we get to put names on it. So in order to put alphabets into a 3D file, first we have to draw a line of reference. So we have drawn 3 lines for our name, designation, and our company. On the first line, second line, and finally the company on the third line. We just arrange the letters, and after completion of this, we remove the lines. Now these alphabets are in a 2D. Now we have to make it into a 3D diagram. In order to do so, we put extruded boss or base, give it a height of 1 mm, and click OK. Now this is our basic visiting card. In order to give it a little more design, we add fillet, and give it a diameter of 6 mm. Maybe chamfer it a little bit. Thus our visiting card is ready. In order to 3D print this file, we have to save it as an STL file. To save it as an STL file, go to File, click on Save As, name your file, and save as type STL. As you can find it over here, just below VRML. And click Save. Yes, yes. And thus our STL file is ready. Thank you.